आज मैं आपके सामने एक पोएम लेकर उपस्थित हुआ हूँ। रॉबर्ट फॉरेस्ट साहब का लिखा गया एक पोएम है, द रोड नॉट टेकन। द रोड नॉट टेकन एक बहुत ही अच्छी कविता है। मैं इसको ब्रीफ करने जा रहा हूँ, ध्यान से सुने। The Road Not Taken is a poem written by Robert Frost. Robert Frost was not the name of any introduction. He was a great poet, preacher, and was an outstanding writer of English. Basically, we know that Robert Frost was an American poet. He has written several poems in which stopping by woods on the snowy evening, fire and ice, dust of snow, and road not taken are number of poems should be studied. Dear friends, while studying the poem Stopping by Woods on the Snowy Evening, the teacher, also explained the last four lines of the poem that can be more inspirational for the students. The last four lines of the poem is, the woods are lovely, dark and deep. The woods are lovely, dark and deep. But I have promised to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. In the above four line of the last four line of the poem, last stanza of the poem, poet wants to say that the life is full of a struggle, and the life is compared with a dense forest, and but I have promised to keep. When we got birth, before getting birth, we promised to the God we are going on the earth, and we will play the role like a good man, good people, and he wants to move on that way. And after a struggle, he can achieve the goals, and he also assures to the God that he will not quit from the life because he wants to learn and earn most of the thing in life. Uh, as over interpretation of the poem, we can learn that life is full of a struggle. We'll have to participate in the struggle. One day we can get succeed. Dear friends, we are with the topic the road not taken. The road not taken is a poem written by Robert Frost, an American poet. The road not taken means one day the poet decided to uh, move on the road, and there are two roads explained by the poet. Being a single traveler, man wants not to move both roads. So choice is yours. The poet choices second option, second road to travel. And there's a line, two road diverge in a yellow wood. Here the diverged refers to both road goes to the forest. Different branches, branches of the roads have been given here, and the poet decided that poet think that both the roads are good or bad. This has not been written here, but first road is traveled by most of the people. So the poet decided that he selected second road to move because the second road was less driven by the traveler, and so poet decided to travel on the second road. First road is traveled by huge number of people, so the road which has been traveled by huge people is common road, can be adapted by many people. But poet wants to do something different in life because of traveling the second option of his travel. So poet wants to travel the second road, and he take the option of the first road for next time. So he, in the way of his traveling, he got lot of struggle, lot of thing, a lot of thing of obstacle, lot of breakers came in that road. After all, he reached on the climax at the end. And there's a statement said in the paragraph two. The poet see far from his destination, and he was only the bushes, lot of bushes, plants, and other than the road is not seen. So he traveled from his destination to other destination, where he reached, and the next turn of the road has been seen. I mean, the poet is overview to say that if we do not see the far from our aim, we should to travel. And when we reached on the destination, we should already was the next idea, next way of traveling. So he decided to travel on the road, and lastly he completed his goals. And the poet is of the view that when we travel any of the way and just we reach in the mid of the way and quit to travel, it means you will have to come back from the way and from for that destinations to your own destinations where you are starting to travel. So this is not good. This is not sufficient good and well for the traveler, because when we struggle, we reach to the half of our aim, and when we quit we just return. I mean, we will have to pay the half effort from the returning of our traveling or journey. So if we travel more, we can finish our target. The poet wants to take risk for the student or for the travelers to do something different in life. Here the poetic devices used in the poems are: line 1, two road diverged in yellow woods. O sound is repeated, roads and yellow. This is the assonance. Assonance means repetition of the vowel sound. Now, personification is also used in line 8 because it was grassy and wanted wear. Repetition means repeat of same sound. For example, wanted, wear, wanting, etc. are the repetition of words. And imagery is also used in line 1, 11, and 12. Imagery means to use figurative language to represent objects, action, and ideas in such a way that it appeals to our physical senses. Line 1, 2 road diverged in yellow wood, and line 11 and 12. And both that morning equally lay in lips no step has trodden black. Here, in both these lines, the words create an image or picture in the minds of the reader. Metaphor. Metaphor, as you know, that indirect comparison between two different objects. One is the living object, another one is the dead object. That is the metaphor. The poem as a whole is a metaphor because the poet is metaphorically comparing the paths a roads to choice one must make in life. Here, indirect comparison between two different objects. The poet compares both paths indirectly. That is what this poem is metamorphically written. The last poetic devices is symbolism. Symbolism is a figure of speech wherein symbols are used to represent ideas or qualities. Undergrowth. Undergrowth here is symbolic of unknown and uncharted explorated world. Friends, how do you feel to understand, to read, to understand the lecture of the poem? You may please like, share, and subscribe my channel. I will again present with the next topic in my next classes. Thank you for watching my video. Goodbye, good night.